A warm greeting to all the uncles, aunts, brothers, and sisters who have returned to this beloved little corner. This is the place where I wholeheartedly share simple yet practical knowledge, helping us live healthier, happier, and more fulfilled days together after the age of 60. Today, I would like to begin with a small question. How long has it been since you last felt warmth spreading through your hands, your feet, or the true closeness with your life partner? If that question brings a tinge of sadness or a brief moment of reflection, then please stay with me for a few more minutes, because what you are going through is, in fact, not something you are facing alone. According to statistics from the National Institutes of Health in the United States, more than 60% of men over the age of 60 experience reduced blood circulation, which directly affects physical health, mental clarity, and intimacy in married life. But the good news is, this condition is not permanent, and you can absolutely make a change with just one small action each morning. In today's video, I will take you through a natural and easy-to-make formula that can help your body feel revitalized in just 1 week. Don't skip this. By the end of the video, I will share the full recipe and explain why it can work such a miracle. Stay with me, because just one small glass in the morning could be the beginning of a big transformation. 1. Why does blood circulation weaken after 60? Blood circulation is one of the most fundamental functions that help the body operate smoothly and stay healthy. It is like a life-carrying network that transports oxygen and nutrients to every cell, while also removing waste from the body. But after the age of 60, our circulatory system begins to go through silent changes, if we are not paying attention. These changes can lead to consequences we often mistake as just a normal part of aging. One of the first things that happen is that the body begins to reduce its production of nitric oxide, a natural compound that plays a key role in helping blood vessels expand and remain flexible. When we are younger, the body produces plenty of nitric oxide, which helps blood flow easily to all parts of the body, including the brain, the heart, and even the more sensitive areas. But after the age of 50, and especially after 60, this production drops significantly, causing the blood vessels to gradually narrow and stiffen. Imagine blood vessels like a flexible rubber hose. When we are young, the hose is soft and can easily adjust the water flow. But as we age, it becomes stiff and narrow like a small metal pipe. Blood pressure increases, but the amount of blood that can circulate actually decreases, meaning the limbs, the brain, and even the reproductive organs no longer receive as much oxygen and nourishment as before. Many older adults feel cold in their hands and feet, walk with heaviness, have foggy memory, or even lose the sensation of excitement and connection in their married life. The sad part is that many accept this as a normal part of aging, but in reality, this is simply the result of blood no longer being pumped regularly to the places that need it most. An elderly patient once shared with me that he felt as though he was slowly fading away. There was no serious disease, no specific pain, but he always felt cold, tired, and empty. He said that even though his wife was still by his side, he felt as if he had lost the ability to truly connect with her, both physically and emotionally. That story stayed with me for a long time, because what he was experiencing was not just a physical issue, but the painful sense of losing his own identity. The more I explored, the more I realized this is not rare. Many men after 60 feel like a shadow of who they once were. They are no longer alert, no longer strong, and no longer emotionally close as they used to be. But sadly, they believe this is natural and unchangeable. In fact, the opposite is true. Modern science has shown that blood vessels still have the ability to recover if we take care of them properly. The body can still produce nitric oxide if it is given the right nutrients, and blood can still flow strongly again, bringing with it energy, mental clarity, and warmth in emotional connection. If we know how to begin in the right way, this is where the story becomes hopeful, because you do not need medication or complicated surgeries. With just one special drink each morning, you can support your body in restoring healthy circulation and even feel the difference clearly within just 1 week. Think about this. If your blood flows well, your organs will function more efficiently, your mind becomes sharper, your hands and feet feel warmer, your heart grows stronger, and closeness in your relationship becomes more natural, gentle, and complete. This is not just physical recovery, it is a reconnection with yourself, with your partner, and with everyday life. Even more, when blood circulation improves, positive emotions return, you will feel more joyful, sleep better, feel less tired, and become more confident in every gesture. You may not be as young as before, but you will no longer feel old, worn out, or disconnected. In short, the root reason why health and intimacy decline after 60 is because blood no longer flows as well as it used to. But the beautiful truth is, with just one small morning habit, you can improve this in a positive and lasting way. So what is that habit? Let us explore together in the next part. 2. The habit of one glass each morning. Many years ago, during a field trip to the southern coastal region of Europe, I had the chance to visit a small village nestled on a hillside overlooking the Mediterranean Sea. This place was well known for its community of long living, healthy people who remained vibrant even in their later years. What impressed me most was not the beauty of the land or the poetic scenery, but a 74-year-old man with a strong build, bright eyes, and a constant smile. Every morning, he would wake up early to chop wood, then make himself a glass of water that glowed red like fire. He called it his glass of strength. After drinking it, he would head out to work in the garden, and by evening, he would go for a walk or dance in the yard with his wife. No supplements, no functional foods, no regular doctor visits, just clean food, gentle exercise, and one small glass of water each morning, taken faithfully like a ritual. I asked him about his secret to staying healthy, and he smiled and said, "The body needs to be awakened every morning, just like the earth needs watering." This glass is my good morning greeting to myself. That sentence stayed with me because it was not just about health, it was also about self-respect. When I returned, I started researching the ingredients in that glass more deeply. I was not hoping for a miracle, only hoping to find a simple habit that anyone could apply to improve blood circulation, especially for men after 60. But what surprised me was that those simple ingredients had been scientifically proven to have a clear impact on vascular function, energy levels, and feelings of connection in daily life. I began experimenting with a small group of my middle-aged patients. These were men who had complained about cold hands and feet, feeling tired upon waking, a decline in desire in their intimate life, or trouble focusing in the mornings. I guided them to prepare one special glass of water each morning, to drink on an empty stomach, and to write down how they felt for 7 days. The results even surprised me. After just 3 or 4 days, many began to feel their hands were warmer, their minds clearer, and a sense of being alive returned. One 68-year-old man called me early in the morning just to say, "I woke up before my alarm. My hands and feet are warm, and I feel strangely happy." Another, age 65, said, "My wife looked at me the way she used to when we first got married." At that point, I understood that the little glass was not only affecting the body, it was awakening the emotions and self-confidence that many thought they had lost over the years. It was not a medication. It was not a commercial product. It was a clever combination of ingredients that could be found in any family kitchen. Paired with a little understanding of how the body works after 60, that habit may seem small, but it holds great meaning. It is not just about drinking something. It is a ritual of recovery. A moment you give entirely to yourself, to care for and awaken the vitality still sleeping within you. And more importantly, it is a habit that is easy to adopt, not expensive, and does not require major lifestyle changes. Yet it opens the door to a natural, deep, and lasting recovery. I still remember a patient named Bernard, age 66. He used to be very pessimistic, saying that his inner flame had gone out. After just 1 week of consistently drinking that glass every morning, he returned to my office with bright eyes and a genuine smile. He said, "I am not young again, but I feel more truly alive." That sentence meant more to me than any test result ever could. The morning glass is not a miracle, but if you are consistent, if you begin each day with a kind gesture toward yourself, your body will begin to respond. It will become warmer, stronger, and more vibrant. And you will see that aging is not a fading away, but a chance to live more slowly, more deeply, and more meaningfully. So, what is special about that glass of water? How can you make it yourself and begin your journey of recovery, starting tomorrow morning? Let us move forward to the next part to discover the full recipe and the correct way to prepare it. 3. the detailed recipe for the morning drink. After hearing about the remarkable effects of the morning drink, you might now be wondering what is actually in that glass. How can natural ingredients, available in almost every household kitchen, have such a noticeable impact on blood circulation and mental well-being? The answer lies in this combination of 5 key ingredients. Each one plays a specific role, but when they are blended together in the right proportions, they create a powerful and natural mixture that supports the recovery of blood vessels. This combination is especially suitable for people over the age of 60. The first ingredient is pure pomegranate juice, about 240 milliliters. Pomegranate is rich in antioxidants, especially polyphenols, which help protect blood vessel walls and reduce inflammation. Research from the University of California has shown that drinking pomegranate juice regularly can improve blood flow and reduce arterial stiffness. When taken in the morning, it helps the blood vessels become more flexible, allowing blood to circulate more easily to the hands, brain, and areas that are often neglected after the age of 60. The second ingredient is 1 teaspoon of beetroot powder. Beetroot is an abundant natural source of nitrate, and nitrate is the raw material that the body converts into nitric oxide. This compound helps expand blood vessels. Increasing nitric oxide helps improve blood pressure and restart circulation to key areas where many older adults experience problems, such as cold limbs, lack of focus, or a reduced sense of intimacy. Beetroot powder can be found in health food stores or pharmacies. It is easy to mix and convenient to use. The third ingredient is 1 tablespoon of fresh lemon juice. Lemon not only helps cleanse the blood vessels thanks to its high vitamin C content, but also has mild anti-inflammatory properties. It supports better liver function, which helps improve metabolism. Additionally, the gentle sourness of lemon helps balance the flavor of the mixture, making it more pleasant to drink in the early morning. The fourth ingredient is a small pinch of cayenne pepper or pure chili powder. This might sound intense, but a very small amount is actually the key highlight. Cayenne contains capsaicin, a natural compound that stimulates blood flow, raises body temperature, and speeds up the delivery of oxygen to tissues. It is also the ingredient that awakens the nervous system and helps you feel warm just a few minutes after drinking. Finally, if you want the drink to be easier to enjoy, you can add 1 teaspoon of pure honey. Honey not only adds a pleasant sweetness, but is also a natural antioxidant, supporting anti-inflammation and strengthening the immune system. More importantly, it helps bring together the other ingredients, making the drink easier to consume, especially for those who are not used to the taste of beetroot or chili. The preparation method is as follows. Pour 240 milliliters of pomegranate juice into a glass. Add 1 teaspoon of beetroot powder and stir well. Squeeze in 1 tablespoon of fresh lemon juice. Add a small pinch of cayenne pepper. Depending on your taste and tolerance for spice, stir again 1 final time, and if desired, add 1 teaspoon of pure honey. You should drink this glass in the morning, on an empty stomach. Drink slowly and mindfully. Do not gulp it down as if it were medicine. Treat it like a morning ritual, a gentle greeting to your body as you drink. Take a deep breath and think about the good you are doing for your health. That moment not only nourishes the body but also soothes the spirit. Some people may begin to feel a difference as early as the 3rd or 4th day. They may feel warmth in their hands and feet, mental clarity, and a more positive mindset. For others, it might take until the 7th day or even longer. The key is consistency. Just like a dry stream that has been without water for a long time. When you water it regularly, life will slowly return. I often tell my patients that this drink may seem simple, but it can change your entire day or even an entire relationship. Because when the body becomes healthier and blood flows better, the feeling of closeness, confidence, and connection with your partner will also return naturally, without force. And best of all, you do not need to spend much. You do not need to make big changes to your diet. All you need to do is prepare this drink each morning. That is enough to begin your day with energy, alertness, and the feeling that you are truly living. However, to make this habit as effective as possible, there are a few things you need to avoid. Some people drink it correctly and do everything right, yet still do not see the results they hoped for. Why is that? We will explore this together in the next part. 4. 3 common mistakes that weaken blood circulation even if you follow the morning habit. Many people, after adopting the habit of drinking a glass each morning, quickly begin to feel the difference. Their hands and feet become warmer, their minds more alert, and more importantly, they feel a sense of aliveness returning to their bodies. However, there are some who find the results unclear or slower than expected. This may lead them to doubt the method they are following. In reality, the delay in improving blood circulation is not because the recipe is wrong or the method is ineffective. The real cause often lies in quiet, unnoticed mistakes in daily habits. These are especially common among people over 60. Here are the 3 most common causes that silently hinder recovery, even if you drink the morning glass faithfully every day. The first mistake, not drinking enough water throughout the day. This may sound simple, but it is the most common error. After the age of 60, the body's sense of thirst begins to fade. Many people do not feel thirsty, so they assume their body does not need water. They only drink water with meals or take a few sips after taking medicine, and the rest of the day they drink almost nothing. The problem is that blood is made mostly of water. If the body is dehydrated, the blood becomes thicker and flows more slowly through the vessels. This means that even if you provide all the nutrients that help dilate the vessels and support circulation, the blood still cannot flow properly without the liquid foundation. Additionally, many people confuse coffee or tea with water. Coffee and tea have mild diuretic effects, which make the body lose even more fluids. If you only drink tea and coffee and think that is enough, your body may still be dehydrated without you realizing it. Therefore, in addition to your morning drink, you should build the habit of drinking between 1.5 to 2 liters of clean water daily. Divide it into small sips and drink evenly throughout the day. Use a personal water bottle to keep track of your intake. Do not wait until you are thirsty. Consider water an essential part of supporting your circulatory system. The second mistake, sitting for too long with little movement. Many older adults are retired and spend most of their day reading, watching television, doing crosswords, or chatting. These activities are good for the mind, but they are a silent enemy of the circulatory system if not balanced with movement. When you sit in one place for too long, blood can pool in the lower limbs, especially the legs. Staying still for hours causes the blood vessels to lose the natural mechanical pressure that helps blood get pushed to areas far from the heart. Muscles also weaken, making it harder for blood to return to the heart. I once met a patient, Mr. Bill, aged 72. He was very meticulous. He drank his morning glass correctly and ate healthily, yet still complained that his limbs were always cold and heavy. After some investigation, I found out that he often sat for hours without standing up, from morning until noon, and then again from noon until evening. I advised him to set a timer every 60 minutes. When the alarm rang, he would get up, walk a few steps around the house, or gently stretch his arms and legs. After just 1 week of doing this, he came back and said that his legs were clearly warmer and he no longer felt as tired. You do not need intense exercise. Just stand up every hour, walk a few steps, stretch your arms, and shake your legs lightly. This gentle and regular movement will enhance the effects of the morning drink you have been faithfully consuming. The third mistake, silent and prolonged stress. Modern life brings many pressures. Even for older adults, some worry about their children, others about their health, and some feel lonely even while living in a crowded household. These feelings may not be clearly expressed, but they quietly and deeply affect circulation health. When you are under stress or prolonged anxiety, your body produces more cortisol. This hormone constricts blood vessels, tightening the arteries. This blocks blood from flowing to vital organs, especially the brain and reproductive areas. That means even if you eat well, stay hydrated, and move your body, if your mind is full of worry, blood still struggles to flow smoothly. I often encourage my patients to build small but peaceful routines. For example, writing in a journal every night before bed, listing 3 things they were grateful for that day, or spending 10 minutes each morning doing slow breathing, focusing on each breath and feeling the body. Some people choose prayer, light meditation, or simply step outside onto the porch. Look at the sky and let their minds relax. You do not need advanced meditation skills or deep training. Just give your mind real rest for a few minutes each day. The body will gradually relax, and the blood vessels will also begin to loosen. When these three factors, water, movement, and relaxation, are combined with the habit of drinking the morning glass, you will begin to see changes happen faster, deeper, and more lastingly. Your hands and feet will grow warmer, your mind will become clearer, and most importantly, you will feel like you are reconnecting with yourself, not just living day by day as an elderly person, but truly coming alive again. If you have ever doubted that aging means the end of vitality and intimacy, then please allow me to invite you to continue reading the final part, because I believe the greatest miracle does not lie in the recipe, but in the way you believe in your own body. Dear friend, we have come to the end of a journey that is not just about discovering a recipe to improve blood circulation. It is a journey of rediscovering something deeply familiar, yet perhaps forgotten, the trust in your own body. After the age of 60, many things change. It can make us feel like we are stepping into a period of decline. Health slows down, memory fades, and feelings of closeness may become less frequent. But let me say this with all sincerity, growing older is not a time of fading away. It is an invitation to live more slowly, more deeply, and with more awareness. A morning glass of water may sound too simple to make a difference, but it is often the simplest things that carry the greatest power when repeated with care. That glass is a symbol of taking initiative. It is your way of sending a message to your body, saying, I still care about you. I still want to live well, live happily, and live with love. And when your body feels that message, it will begin to respond. Your blood will flow more warmly, your sleep will grow deeper, and the bond with your partner will become more natural and gentle. You do not need to go back to being 30. You only need to return to being fully yourself, a man or woman after 60 who still has vitality, confidence, and connection. You can begin tomorrow. Prepare a glass. Drink it slowly, letting each drop sink into your body like a quiet act of love. Then stand up, walk a few steps around the house, and breathe in some fresh air. Write down how you feel. And just like that, day by day, you will realize that healing does not come from medication or promises. It comes from your own persistence and the love you give to yourself. I wish you health, peace, and the unwavering belief in all the good things still possible if you found this message helpful. Do not forget to save it and apply it each day, and if you can, share it with your loved ones, because perhaps they too are in need of a glass of water and a gentle reminder like this one.